Welcome back, everybody. So, as you can probably tell, since I'm not holding the camera to my face in this video, my tripod finally came in the mail. It actually only took 3 or 4 days. Cost $5 on eBay, so a very cheap fix, and definitely worth it. It's going to be great for the videos. I know previous videos were a bit shaky and a bit amateurish, so got the microphone, got the tripod, got the lighting, and here we go. So I went to the store and I got myself some peat pots. And I had been using these plastic pots, which work, but I figured it would be easier for transplanting and hopefully less shock on the plant trying to get it out of that plastic pot if I just use some peat pots. So it's a pretty good investment, I think. 6 pots, less than $3. You can probably find them out there cheaper. I actually wanted to get pots that were a little bit bigger so that I didn't have to worry about the plant becoming root bound in these little pots. I'm starting, I think, fairly early. It's February 10th, and my outdoor growing season really isn't going to be here until close to June. We do get freezing weather even in June. So anyways, I've got some soil that I'm going to be using in transplanting my seedlings from my Jiffy greenhouse that I showed you in previous videos. I had to shovel about 30 feet of snow that was 2 feet deep to get to the garden, and get this from my compost pile. It's very good soil, very rich, but also very heavy. And I'm going to be planting these seedlings in some pots and keeping them indoors. So I want this soil to be a bit lighter, a bit fluffier. I also want it to drain well. So I'm going to be using a mixture about 50% of this garden soil with 50% of this potting soil. This potting soil has quite a bit of peat moss in it and some other things that's really going to help to lighten it up. Now, I don't proclaim to be an expert or anything. I'm still learning, as I said previously, and hopefully you guys can learn from my failures, learn from my successes, hopefully have more successes than failures, but we'll see how that goes. Towards the end of the summer, we're going to keep track of the plants I'm growing, going to keep track of how much they actually produce, how much I'm able to benefit from this. So also going to be putting in the potting mix some perlite. I know some of you guys like to use vermiculite. I have perlite. It's been working for me, so that's what I'm gonna use. As far as specific measurement of what I'm going to be putting in there, I'm just going to throw in what I feel like throwing in and see how it goes. But yeah, 50% mixture of this compost garden soil with 50% that, and a pinch of perlite to help with the drainage and so forth. Anyways, I'm not going to bore you guys with that whole tedious process because I have loads of seedlings and pots to get filled with dirt and seedlings to get put in there and everything. But I'm going to show you guys the finished product, and the setup behind me is going to be changing. As you can see, I dropped the grow light, which is off at the moment because it produces a whole lot of backlighting for the video, but I'm going to be changing this setup back here, and whenever I get everything up and ready, then I'll show you guys what I got going. Alright, welcome back, everybody. So, I've gotten all the seedlings transferred from the Jiffy greenhouse to the peat pots. And this is what I've come up with for the new setup. As you can see, I had to tilt the light. If you remember, about a week ago, I did a video on this little beefsteak tomato seedling in which it was too tall and spindly to stand up. So I had laid it down in the pot and put a few inches of dirt on top of it. And just look at the vegetative growth on that guy and the stem. Remember we talked about the stem putting down more roots and becoming thicker and stronger, and that's what's happened. So looks like a success. Now I had to tilt the light because of how successful that beefsteak tomato plant is, and put the smaller pots down on this end. There's all our peat pots and some of the plastic pots. I don't quite have enough pots at the moment. I've got a few more seedlings, but it doesn't really matter. I don't have any more room. So it does need to be a better setup. I need a table that's a bit longer, but you know, even if I get a table that's longer, you know, what am I going to do for the banana plant and the fig trees and the tomato plant down here? You know, they're able to pick up on some of this light because of this open area. And even if I did get a longer table, you know, I'm going to need to get another grow light, obviously. So the indoor garden is getting bigger, better. Seedlings are growing, getting stronger. You know, got a nice little tomato seedling, Belgium giant there. Got a boxcar willy there. Look how well the red bell pepper's doing. That was one of my first seedlings to sprout from the egg carton. I guess I just got lucky on that one. He sprouted right away. Anyway, everything I think is doing really well, and I'm pretty excited about how things are going. Hopefully I'm not starting these too early, you know, so that I can, you know, get some tomatoes from these plants. I'm looking forward to the weather getting warmer and putting these guys outside, but that's going to be a couple of months. And that's why I'm concerned that maybe I started too soon, but you know what? At least it's a little bit of experience, and I got plenty more seeds. I can plant more if I have to. So look how well the banana plant is doing. The new leaf came out. It's unfolding. I'm sure that soon enough there'll be another one coming up the center. And hoping to get this banana plant, you know, 4 or 5 feet. Well, I guess it's nearly 4 feet tall already. Hope to get it to be 5 and 6 feet tall before spring comes, and I can put it outside and it'll shoot up to hopefully 10, 15 feet tall. So it is a Texas Star banana plant, and they can get up to 15 feet tall easily. So that's the indoor garden. That's all I have for today. You guys, please comment, subscribe. I've got several more projects going to be going on this spring. I got the koi pond, which is 95% done, but we're going to do some exciting things get the waterfalls going on that koi pond. Plus, I've got a greenhouse to build. I've got a ton of flower beds to build, so I can plant all this stuff in there. So subscribe. You're gonna enjoy the process, I think. I might give you some ideas for what you might be improving on and doing around your place. So subscribe, comment, and share, please. Thank you.